How do you think growing up in Baltimore has shaped you?
It was, like I said, I've met a lot of very interesting people, all natives of Baltimore, and some not natives of Baltimore, but they've just immigrated here for whatever reason. And I think Baltimore has such a diverse type of people. You'll meet people from so many different cultures, which has made me very multicultural. So because of that, I've learned how to speak Spanish from hanging around Broadway Avenue, which is a very large and bustling Latino community. Well, I've learned how to, because of that, I've also met people who are just immigrants from Far East countries or places like that, and I've learned about their countries and it's inspired me to go there. So I think the main thing about Baltimore is that it's made me multicultural, but it's also just made me very sympathetic to the plights of many other people, because Baltimore it's not really a rich city, as I would say. It's a city where you see poverty and you see crime and things, and while it's easy to just say that's the way it is, or it's easy to complain about, after a while when you kind of live in a place long enough, you kind of get this mindset that maybe things need to be done. I guess that's sort of like the mindset that most Baltimoreans kind of develop. You just start thinking to yourself, something should be done, and you just start trying to figure out what you can do. And unlike any Baltimorean in that aspect, I've just always kind of thought to myself, how can I change the city that I grew up in for the better, and change the mindsets of people who aren't from the city and make them really see the positive aspects of the community that I see since living here.
What do you think about the fact that, in most places you mostly see minorities that are homeless, but out here you see like both whites and blacks with signs and things like that?
It's just it's something that a homeless white person or a homeless black person are both homeless. That's really something that we've just kind of grown up thinking like race is a huge aspect, but race isn't really what separates us. The thing that really tends to separate us, I discovered, is really class. Like, I've grown up with white people who were middle class as well, and we've all gotten along. We didn't really see race, but we all noticed that there were people richer than us. So in Baltimore, you'll go to different communities and you'll see a homeless person, and I guess what I've stopped noticing is what race that homeless person is, and I've just started noticing the fact that that person is homeless and that person's hungry. So like, it's just something that kind of you start picking up in Baltimore, and maybe you pick up at other places. Like, you realize like there's no difference between like a homeless white person, a homeless black person. They're both people who are just going through their own struggles, and they're both people who want to eat, and all you can really do is try to figure out a way that you can help them. Maybe you can give them money, maybe you can give them food, maybe you can give them help them find a job or something if you're like really active like that. And that's what you start doing, and you just kind of put race outside your mind.